Next time you hear grown folks talking, shut the fuck up, here.
Greetings, and welcome to another edition of Seamless Style, powered by Polo Ticks and Polaroids. I'm your host, Mr. Parker. So, because there was such a demand for me to continue Who What Outerwear, this is part 2 of Who What Outerwear. We're going to discuss 4 more jackets and or coats today, how to style them, and a brief history of each. Actually 5, because we're going to include the one I'm wearing. So this is one of the varsity jackets that came out. This one came out earlier 2019, earlier this year. It's an amazing piece. It's nostalgic for me. It takes me back to my elementary school days. I had a jacket like this where the hood zipped open, and at that time I hated that jacket, but you know, my mom was of humble earnings and it was the only coat or jacket she could afford. She liked it. My mom was never big into fashion. For me, now she had a Mel DeMarco's type shoe collection, but you know, because I was growing at a rapid pace, you get it, you know, she wasn't about to spend a lot of money on my clothes, which is probably a direct result of my current addictions. But with that being said, this has a nostalgic feel to it for me. It's full fleeced, but it's heavily patched up. You got the giant collegiate P here. You have the New York 1967 Division League champ motif here. Of course, I'm a captain. Got the football. You've got Ralph Lauren 67. I think the back of this one has Polo on it once you unzip the hood. And it's got collegiate lettering also on the back. I paired it today with a tweed vest, because you know I love my tweed. I've got the Chaps Ralph Lauren all over football tie. This is the rare one. A lot of people have the green and purple stripe one. I have that one also, but when I saw this, I like this one a lot better because the footballs look more authentic. It has more detail to it. So, but this is a Chaps tie. And then I have on just a regular plaid woven shirt with red hues, pair of jeans, and I'm actually wearing a pair of sneakers today, if you can see those. And I even got on my football socks. So I'm ready for Sunday. Just watch those Ravens beat up on those sorry ass Bills. If there's one thing I can't stand more than a Patriots fan and a UNC Tar Heels fan, it's Buffalo Bills fans. They are the most delusional fans that there are. So I'm glad that Lamar Jackson, breaking all barriers, proved them wrong, and beat up on those Buffalo Bills today. So yeah, I'm in football mode. I'm ready to rock and roll, but I also got a job to do. And we're gonna do part 2, and we're gonna get to it right now. Okay, so let's address the water repellent trench coat by Lauren Ralph Lauren. This is the Lauren Ralph Lauren. Now, water resistant, water repellent, waterproof. Water resistant, water repellent, waterproof. This is water repellent. Water repellent is good against the rain. It may or may not be completely impervious to rain. It is hard for rain to penetrate it, but it doesn't necessarily mean that it won't penetrate it. So, in other words, have an umbrella and just don't stand out in the rain just to see if you can stay dry. I don't know why anybody would do that anyway. However, the trench coat, I did a brief little synopsis on the trench coat. It was one of my top 10 fall essentials for men entries on my Instagram page about a month or so ago. But again, the trench coat is derived from, it was originally made for soldiers. They actually wore them in the trenches as far as being impervious to the weather. So the Lauren version is very sturdy. It's very affordable. it's double breasted, so it has a button on the inside, but it also comes across here. It has straps here to tighten up on the sleeve. It comes with a belt. It even has a little strap here that you can unloosen one end of the strap and clamp it above the loop for the belt, so that you never lose your belt whenever your jacket or your trench coat is not on you. It's hanging up or whatever. So you could loop it through here and tie your belt. Me personally, I get my style from Mr. Lauren himself, so that's usually how I rock mine. But the trench is able to go over a full three-piece suit. This is a classic navy blue polo suit, and it's able to go right over it. You could also just throw it on your shoulders, however you want to wear it. But and then of course, even though this is water resistant, this is water repellent, you still want to have your umbrella. Water resistant is it will keep you dry, but not totally. Water repellent keeps you a little more drier than water resistant, and then waterproof is completely impervious to water. Now, if you went with like a purple label version of this, it will probably be waterproof. You get what you pay for it. But I'm okay with the Lauren version because it's the same look, it's very stylish, and I'm not going to stand out in the rain for 30-40 minutes. I don't care what kind of coat I have on. So, but it has the straps up here. This is pretty much just for looks, give you that military inspired look, because it is for originally from military. But it has pockets on the inside here. It's not really a coat that's going to keep you warm, but it is going to keep you dry. Okay, for our next piece of iconography, the Polo Coat. Now, disclaimer, this is the Lauren version. Again, we're talking pricing here. The original Polo Coat is a blue label version. It has the peak lapels, and it is maybe 2 inches longer. However, it's the same material, it's the same weight, it's camel hair, same weight, same functional pockets on the inside and out. Yet this one will run you about maybe $300-400, depending on what time of year you find it. The original blue label Polo Coat will run you anywhere from $200 to $2,400, unless you catch a pre-owned one on Poshmark or eBay. So, this is the Lauren version. I did buy mine brand new. I've had it 5 years now. Not a mark on it. Only had to dry clean it once. So for my money, it's worth it. I get the same look that I get from the Polo Coat. Now, being a collector, I am going to get a Polo Coat, just because I'm a collector and that's what we do sometimes. But just for functionality, I'm perfectly okay with my Lauren version. So, like I said, it's camel hair. It keeps you very warm, but it's big enough if you get, I would say probably go a size up if you intend to wear it properly, which is over jackets, over other coats, or over your suit, as we see here. Same blue label suit as before, 3-piece. Button-down shirt, spread collar dress shirt, and a little paisley yellow and burgundy tie, just to give us a pop of color here. But this right here, keep you warm, and it's a pretty good investment, if I say so myself. I think also too, I think that the blue label Polo Coat, I think it also comes with a belt. So there's subtle differences as far as the aesthetics, but as far as actually keeping you warm and functionality, they're one and the same. So just so I could have that extra piece that I needed, a Polo Coat in my collection, I went Lauren first. I'll eventually get to the blue label one, but it's not something that I have to have. This works fine just for me, and it'll work fine just for you. All right, for our next piece of outerwear, we're going to discuss the commuter coat. Now, the commuter coat is water repellent, similar to the London fog style, Burberry style Ralph Lauren trench coat. The commuter coat does not have the peak lapels. It's not double-breasted. It is simply a buttoned, water-resistant coat with a collar. It's very functional for the on-the-go New Yorker, Chicago, and cities like that where it does get cool, it does get cold, you do have inclement weather. This is a perfect fall staple. You're talking about September, October, parts of November. This is perfect for the on-the-go gentleman that works maybe Midtown Manhattan or works the Millennium Mile in Chicago, things of that nature where you have to be able to move, you're on the go. I don't know if you guys have ever been on the subways in New York, but man, listen, it's not for the weak at heart. You're not gonna be standing around. You're gonna be standing around. You're gonna get knocked down because people are on the go. People gotta get to work. People gotta get to that money. People gotta get to that bag. They ain't got time for you to be standing there sightseeing. So this for the New Yorker, native New Yorker, the migrating New Yorker. This is a perfect jacket. This is a perfect coat for September through maybe early November because it's not really built to keep you warm unless you layer it. However, it is perfect for layering because there's plenty of armhole room for you to even throw this on over your favorite suit. Here, I just do it on with a pair of chinos, a merino wool sweater, dress shirt and tie, and I'm ready to tackle the E train, the M train. I'm ready to do whatever I gotta do to get to wherever I gotta go. Commuter coat. All right, so here we have one of the most iconic, if not the most iconic pieces in the world of Ralph Lauren's outerwear, men's outerwear, the naval Peacoat. Now this one is not actual U.S. Navy issued, of course. Like I said, it's Ralph Lauren. From what I understand, there isn't a difference in the weight between a Navy issued Peacoat that you could get at a surplus store, I guess, or the Ralph Lauren Peacoat. So because I'm a Ralph Lauren collector, I went this route. I've had this one about 8 years. It still fits me pretty good. I could go down a size, but this one has a little bit of sentimental value to me as well. So, and I just like it. And it's in great shape, so I'm good to go. But, you know, traditional Navy Peacoat, double-breasted, 6-on-2, buttons up on the inside, of course, peak lapels, very warm, keeps you very warm. Functional pocket on the inside. It's a true Peacoat. Can't go wrong with this one. I button up usually the top one only. Sometimes I button up the second one. But here I paired it with a pair of slim fit cargos, a nice orange fleece half zip for a pop of color, my blue and green sailboat tie dress shirt, and then throw on the naval inspired shipyard surplus Polo Ralph Lauren beanie for that added touch. Now, you know, you throw on the beanie if it's not that cold outside. You could always throw on nice navy driver. Might want to combine that with a scarf. Just depending if you want for looks, functionality, either or, both, neither, whatever. So much you can do with a navy Peacoat. A lot of times when you throw on the Peacoat is actually the focal point of the outfit, potentially. So yeah, keep that in mind, but you gotta have a Peacoat in your arsenal. So if you don't have one, there's one on WHOWHATOUTERWEAR2. You know, it's pricey, but it's worth it because you can keep a Peacoat 20 years, 30 years, depending on how you take care of your stuff. So there's one on WHOWHATOUTERWEAR2, but you can always check good old Poshmark. I bet you can find one for under 200, maybe if you're lucky. But you definitely have to have a Peacoat in your arsenal. Well, I don't know. So, like, I was gonna sell this joint, mainly because it's a little oversized for me. I mean, it has straps here to adjust it to give me the look that I prefer. But I was gonna sell this joint. I actually posted it on my Instagram for sale, but I don't know, more. I might have to take this thing off. First of all, these are hard to find, especially in France. So this is the Polo Ralph Lauren Ocean Challenge yachting jacket. It's water repellent. It has the hood on the inside, a zip hood on the inside of the collar. I've never used it. It's Big Pony, which I hate Big Pony. But again, this joint, when I bought it, I didn't hate Big Pony. I kind of was a Big Pony fan, but now I don't. I'll not buy something that I think is dope because it has a Big Pony on it. But has a Big Pony, functional pockets here. It's got the dual zipper, so I get that look I like. And then just different details like the RL 2011 Ocean Challenge right here. And this is actually exactly how I would rock it. A little naval latch here for decoration. France, cross flags, open challenge, 5 on the back. It's got France on the back the same way, FRA3 with the 5 and the French flag. It's navy blue, rugby royal, boating orange, the matching cap, which has all the details, including the French flag ribbon as your buckle. Man, this is, I don't know, I might can't let this one go. For real, I might have to keep this one, bro. This is a hot little jacket. I might have to take this off of the for sale, off of the market. Ralph Lauren polo on the buttons, man. And it actually it's water repellent, but it does actually keep you warm too. Paired with the same outfit as the Peacoat, you can see more of the details of the outfit wearing this jacket than you can with the Peacoat. Ocean Challenge 2011 on the sleeve here. Man, this thing is alright. I might can't sell this one. But yeah, another piece of Ralph Lauren iconography. This, like I said, these were one-offs. 2011, it was France. I know there was USA. I think there was a Germany one. There was a few of the typical country represented that Ralph Lauren likes to represent when he does country pieces. But I haven't seen the France anywhere else really. Yeah, I think this one is going to be off the market. I'm glad somebody didn't scoop it up. But yeah, the yachting jacket. Just another piece. It's plenty more pieces where that came from, but this is one I kind of wanted to shine some light on today. Oh my God. Bojangles tea is absolutely the best tea in the business. It's not up for discussion. This is not a debate. Bojangles tea, best tea in the business. That's good. Chicken biscuit combo fries, iced tea, steak biscuit combo fries, iced tea. Man, don't get me started. Anyway, that's another episode in the books. We did round 2 for the Who What outerwear. We did 4 or 5 more new outerwear pieces, coats that we didn't talk about on part 1. We could do a part 3. We really could. I probably won't, but we really could do a part 3. There are so many pieces in the world of Ralph Lauren when it comes to outerwear that people sleep on. So hopefully these 2 episodes brought you a little more insight as to how you could style certain pieces maybe you didn't think were in your repertoire. Now you can go out and shop with confidence. Get in the comment section, and what I want to talk about in the comment section has nothing to do with this episode. Really good friend of mine, I'm saying friend, and I only got a handful of those. Really good friend of mine, my homeboy Hampshire Trio on his Instagram, right there. We had a really good, healthy debate, disagreement, conversation about the Very Ralph documentary that came on HBO, last month now, because we were in December. I won't tell you my stance on it. I won't tell you his stance on it, but we had a very, very healthy disagreement on certain portions of the documentary. So, I want you to tell me, if you saw the documentary, what did you think about it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? If you haven't seen it, it's on HBO. Go watch it. But tell me what you think. Let's have a conversation about the Very Ralph documentary. Now, I will say this. I'm on the side of absolutely love it, okay? Just throwing that out there. But you're your own man or woman. You make your own decision if you haven't seen it. And if you have seen it, you've already made your own decision. So let's talk about it. What did you think about the Very Ralph documentary that came on HBO in November? Till then, hit that like, hit that subscribe, tell a friend. I need more views. All right, y'all have a good one. Yeah.